Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. Today is Monday, January 3rd at 2:50 p.m. here in California. Lots to talk about today. We are 3 days into the new year. I want to remind you that I've started, as promised, this new Cryptogenic titanium level. For those of you who wanted to be in the platinum level, but I've got no more space there, I'm doing a monthly group Zoom for TA and Q&A. All right. Oh, and by the way, the Cryptogenic monthly digest is out. Came out 2 days ago. At the $19 level on my Patreon, you get this. Got a nice introduction to the crypto market today. Look at Bitcoin, look at XRP and the alts. And then the complete Cryptogenic portfolio with profit take levels and accumulation levels as well. This took me a lot of time to create and would love to give it to each and every one of you. So you can check that out at the $19 level. Maybe you join for 1 month. Get that this document, see if it's for you, and then leave at the end of the month. I'm not offended if you step out of the group at the end of the month. It doesn't make any difference to me. All right. Mark Twain said something that's been on my mind for the last couple of days. He said, "It's not what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so." I like to say it a little bit differently. It's not what it ain't. Actually, he said, "It ain't what you don't know. It ain't what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so." I like to make that rhyme. That's kind of the NGT, the New Ghetto translation of Mark Twain. What gets us into trouble is when we're absolutely sure about something that's wrong. And that's called disillusionment. Disillusionment is when you were so sure that something was right and you were so excited about it and you invested so much energy into it and you put so much emotion into it and then it turned out to be wrong. This is what happens when we become emotional about any market. You cannot become emotional about the crypto market. When I say that I'm bullish on a particular asset, it doesn't mean that I am emotional about it. There's a difference between being bullish on something because you see the value in it and you see indicators that lead you to a bullish perspective, and simply being bullish about something because you're emotional about it and you need it to be something. You're going to get yourself into trouble. You're setting yourself up for disaster. What do I mean by that? Disillusionment. It's when you had an illusion and you saw that illusion so clearly that you believed it to be true. Disillusionment is when it becomes painfully obvious that your illusion was just that, an illusion. You thought it was reality, and suddenly you realized that it's not reality. Why am I talking like this? I am bullish on the crypto market. I'm bullish on the crypto market. However, one of my fundamental disciplines is guarding my heart against becoming too emotional about my bullishness. And when I become too emotional, I start making plans for what I'm going to do with the profit next month. Because it's going to hit these levels in the next 3 weeks, and then I'm going to take out this much profit, and then here's what I'm going to do with that profit. I'm going to take $300,000 out, and I'm going to buy a house or a car. Now, it's totally fine to have those goals, and it's totally fine to have those plans. You simply have to guard your heart against becoming emotional about it. So emotional, because what happens is, here's the kiss of death. When I become emotional about my bullish projections, I start seeing indicators that aren't there. I set myself up to ignore. I basically am telling my mind, don't see anything bearish. And if there is anything bearish there, find a way to make it bullish. So do I believe in optimism? Absolutely. I'm an optimist. I'm optimistic to a fault, 100%. However, a dose of realism is often a necessity And what the market has given us really in the last few months is a dose of realism. Looking at this XLM chart, what we saw from here, this all-time high of 81 cents in May, to here, where we are, at 28 cents, that's a dose of realism. Actually, that wasn't its all-time high. All-time high was 92 cents. So the market has given us a dose of realism. Now, let's take a look at this. First of all, we're in a symmetric triangle here on XLM, and we've got bearish RSI. Lower highs, lower lows in the RSI. That's bearish. However, we entered into that symmetric triangle from below, which increases the odds, puts it at somewhere around 67%, that we break bullish out of this symmetric triangle. And secondly, we've got bearish, hidden bullish divergence in the RSI. Lower lows in the RSI while we're making higher lows in the price action. Now, let's go over here. This is back in February of 2018. What did we have? Almost the same scenario. A symmetric triangle. And we were making higher lows in the RSI and lower lows, higher lows in the price and lower lows in the RSI. Oh, and we entered into that symmetric triangle from below. You could probably see it like this. So we entered into the symmetric triangle from below, and we were making higher lows in the price, lower lows in the RSI. I would have been saying then the same thing I'm saying now. We're bullish. It's going to break out. But instead of breaking out, it broke down. And look at this. What is this? Sorry. From the top of this is what, 78%? If we go all the way up to the top of this, it's 82%. When we broke down from this triangle, we went down 86%. So, literally, we could have charted the depth of this triangle and said, had we read it as bullish, this is how far down we're going. So, if we take this RSI and just isolate it and say, just looking at this RSI, it's bearish. And sure enough, we got a bearish break from that RSI. But in tandem with the symmetric triangle in which we had higher lows in the price action, it becomes hidden bullish divergence. But here, the hidden bullish divergence did not play out. Here, we drop down another 87%. Now, what happens here if we do the same? If we get another bearish break like that, from the top of here to the bottom is 75%. And if we break down bearish here and get a 75% drop, that takes us down to 6 cents. Wouldn't that be terrible? No, that wouldn't be terrible. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. And let me tell you why that would be awesome. Because, number one, it would not, in my eyes, destroy the viability of XLM as an asset. It would simply suggest to me, I mean, we've done this before. We've seen this before. Look at this. How many of these drops have we sustained? This drop, 89%, and it did not destroy the viability of XLM as an asset. This drop, 82%, and it did not destroy the viability of XLM as an asset. This drop, 87%, Still didn't destroy the viability of XLM as an asset. This dropped 75%. Same. If we get another 75%, all it is an extended opportunity for accumulation because, think about it. Don't you wish if you could go back in time and buy XLM here, over here, for 6 cents? Number two, if we go down to the historic bottom of XLM, 6 cents is still 4,000% above its historic bottom. Yep, 4,211%. So if you bought it at the historic bottom, you're still up 4,000% on your investment. Now, let's take another look at this chart and let's ask the third question, or the next question. The next question for me would be, do I expect this to happen again? And my answer is no. Why not? Because this, my friends, is a cup It's a rounded bottom here, and all it looks to me like we're doing is making a handle. Another rounded bottom. However long that takes. I forget about what that looks like. In other words, this happens all the time. And if this is a cup and handle pattern, what should we expect to see? I'll tell you what we can expect to see. If we chart the depth of that cup, once we break above this level, we can expect to see another 2,900% pump. I'll just leave it there. Is it going to happen overnight? Nope. Will it happen in one wave? Nope. Just like this one, it took 2 waves. This one will take a minimum of 2 waves. Now, in a sense, I've given you no information, haven't I? I basically said it's either going to go up or it's going to go down. And at the end of the day, that's a truth, a reality that we must embrace as crypto investors. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. And embracing that reality simply means I've got a strategy. I know what to do if it goes down, and I know what to do if it goes up. I've got a strategy. And that, my friends, is the heart of everything I have to share with you on this channel, is that if you have a strategy, you don't need an illusion. Because when you find yourself daydreaming, or you find yourself stuck on, you find yourself looking at the charts and you're nervous and you're afraid because you need it to do this, you need it to go up, you need it to go up, you've got this illusion. And illusions fill the space that strategy is supposed to occupy. And if you don't have a strategy, what's going to fill that space is an illusion. And I didn't intend this to be so, but it's turned into a commercial, because what I have here really in this document is the cryptogenic strategy, and that's what I provide even at the $19 level. So if you need a strategy, check out my Patreon. And, it's not hard to get one. Really, even forget the Patreon. The strategy is simple. If it dumps, accumulate. And if it pumps, profit take. But that becomes a tactic. But a strategy is determining precisely how much you will accumulate at what levels, and precisely how much you will profit take at what levels. Having that in place in your heart and mind is what will enable you to sleep in peace at night, wake in joy every morning, walk in love every day. And everything I do is designed to help you do that. Do me a favor, if you appreciated this comment, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, hit that notifications bell so that you get notified when I put out new content. Leave me a comment letting me know what you think. Remember that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. I'm simply telling you what I do and what I don't do. And above all else, at the end of the day, make it your aim to sleep in peace every night, wake in joy every morning, and walk in love every day. This is Cryptogenic, signing out.